Got bored at school and drew a world map from my memory. Yeah, I don't like it. Far too many equators. I mean, apart from that though, it is pretty spot on. I mean, the borders are quite intricate. There's a lot of detail gone into them. It's quite a palette cleanser compared to what we normally see on this subreddit. The UK looks pretty good as well. Kind of rounded at the top. It kind of looks like a Pez dispenser, to tell you the truth. The only other thing I will say that's wrong with this map is the fact that he's decided to be creative. Let me explain, if you will. Using your own imagination to design your own hypothetical countries kind of ruins the whole validity of this thing. I mean, I couldn't clench his mouth any harder if I tried. I am fuming. But other than that, like I said, spot on. This should just be one state. Yeah, I agree. In fact, why stop there? Why not make it its own country? Cramming a bunch of bordered regions into one country works for us. I don't see why it couldn't work for them. Would truly live up to the New England name. Or, I guess the new UK would be a better name. That was the most English thing I could have done. I don't know. I found it on X. Pirates be like. Put it back, thief. Greenland rightfully belongs to Albania. No, it doesn't, but I mean, I'd be down for that. Haven't got an ounce of Albanian blood in me, but I'm always rooting for an underdog story. Countries that have no actual name. Right, so over in the top left, we've got, and then over in the top left, we've got, Guyana. Down to the southern part of Africa, we've also got... Just a little bit up north, we have... And then over to the right, there is... And that's all of them. This is actually real. What's actually real? This person here? I mean, kind of late to the party. Home Alone 2's been out for numerous years. What's he doing in the White House, though? He's currently active in politics? He's the 45th president? As in, like, the actual president? Or is he method acting? If he actually is the president, give up, bro. You're not going to be able to do this. Another level of delusion if he thinks he could even colonize a single piece of land this far north. Wait. If this country is so politically divided, why don't they just split up where black meets blue? I mean, that's already happened and the sequels are never good as the originals, let's be real. But with the variety of colours available and the lack of variety spread out across this country, this would be one hell of a twister, Matt. Map of countries where its leaders defecated on a live television. It depends on what you call live television. I'm sure most McDonald's have CCTV. But when did this one happen? This is news to me. No credible evidence Trump pooped himself during executive order signing. This happened 3 days ago? Well, they've kept that hidden. Also, I know I'm kind of breaking protocol here and acknowledging New Zealand's existence, but can we just take a minute to look at it? What the hell have you done to its posture? Solved! I can't believe how well this is all setting up. First we get the twister mat, now we've got the wheel. And people were saying Europe's not progressive enough. This is turning out to be a fine, fine day. Why didn't they finish building the Great Wall of China? Are they lazy? If you ask me, you should be asking, why are they so smart? They got to this point here, they considered it great, they decided to end it on a good note. They didn't let it get too long and drawn out, and I can't fault them. We all saw what happened to Dexter, and Lost, and even potentially the US office. City map. City in Europe, the river in 90% of the cities, applies to London. The boroughs also applies to London. I think their whole point was trying to draw London here. And then the city-states USA. This one's a bit more interesting. Town that will kill you if you call it part of the city. Dallas, Texas vibe here. Place that is the city, but not. You're still getting a Dallas vibe. A completely different city. If you put it onto this side, absolutely Fort Worth, Texas. Something weird always is going on about here. I can certainly find out how true that is. Affordable housing, and yet in not a single one of them can you charge your phone. That truly is weird. Airport that barely is in the city that is specifically made to be as far away as possible. Chicago. Map of what Europeans think is the South in USA. Most Europeans. You should highlight that because don't put me into this. I'm well aware and smart enough to know that Alaska is as well. Yeah, my state has the weirdest weather. Americans talking about weirdest weather. I mean, sure, it's very deadly, don't get me wrong. From my understanding, though, watching a lot of American TV shows, of course, they get aired over here in the UK. I don't know, I feel like it's got to be Arkansas. All I see from that place is either massive tornadoes or racists. and sometimes even racist tornadoes. I bet Americans can't name this European country. This thing appears every month. It doesn't matter if Americans can't name it, they'll name it themselves anyway. They've done it with the Gulf of Mexico, they'll do it again. But as I've said many times before, of course, this is Nantucket. A very up-to-date picture as well. As you can see, we've got the modern borders going on. We've got Turkish Nantucket, we've got the UN buffer zone, and we've got Greek Nantucket and the UK military base. Also, who the hell is Frank planning a European road trip? Thoughts? Damn, they really can't be original, huh? Naming a place New Philadelphia? I'm pretty sure there's already one somewhere in the world. Unbelievable. Also, Milan to Mansfield? What are you trying to do? Humble yourself? There's even a Worcester, but they've decided to spell it how they pronounce it, which, fair enough. Why didn't we think of that? Only in Kentucky, from Kingdom Come to Hell for Certain in under 90 minutes. That's cool and all, but I'm more interested in the fact there's a town called Krypton. Isn't that the place from the Superwoman spin-off? Wow, it actually exists. Krypton is an unincorporated community within Perry County, Kentucky. It looks exactly how I expected an unincorporated community to look like. This is sick. You got a train track right as you step outside the front door. This must be where they filmed Polar Express. We got a post office as well, horoscope and weight machine. Quite the combination. I just really hope the people that use this machine understand that. Getting your weight read out and then looking down for it to say cancer as well would be quite the scare. The fire and rescue team also uses a similar badge to Superman. That's kind of cool. Maybe this was done to like promote tourism or something. What a deeply unserious community. I love it. Hell for Certain, I'm pretty sure I've heard of before. I think the reasoning behind its name is the fact that when they first stumbled upon it, the terrain was so rough they called it Hell for Certain. So that's where that comes from. Kingdom Come, maybe big fan of Coldplay. But the fact this distance is so small and yet it's 1 Croatia and 17 Minnesotas apart at the bare minimum, bloody mental. You don't realise how big the United States are.